Hey everybody, Preston Poulter here with Pocket Jacks Comics. I got a real treat for you today. Miskatonic High, which is a Kickstarter-based comic book. There's a Kickstarter up for issue 2 right now. I'm going to be reviewing issue 1. There will be a link for that down in the description. But I really enjoyed it. It takes kind of a high school comedy-esque approach to the Lovecraftian mythos. Something I haven't seen before. We're combining a couple of elements I rather like. So I'm going to open up here at the end of the issue where the writer Mike Shea is kind of talking about what he wanted to do, and then we'll then look at the issue itself and see how well he did. So we agreed on a number of basic rules of our comic very quickly. It would be Lovecraftian, no version of heaven, hell, angels, or demons. We'd have a small band of 5-6 characters, enough for some diversity, but not enough that we couldn't properly service them all. No politics. Good one. Bring in some of our favorite aspects of manga without it being a manga series. We wanted to do single-issue stories as much as possible, allowing new members to jump on easily. Also, if the readers don't like an issue, they just had to wait until the next issue to get something different. Good. The series had to be fun. There's enough seriousness in everyday life right now, so okay. And the characters that he wanted, we followed the John Hughes Breakfast Club model. We've got Sarah, a local farm girl, looked down on by everyone. Alex, the geeky girl with it. Simon, the know-it-all on the student council. Alex, the geeky girl with an interest in the odd. Matt, the local hockey star, and Rin, the popular singer-celebrity. Okay, so let's go through it. Does that sound interesting? If that doesn't sound interesting, next video. So, all right, we got Miskatonic High, written by Mike Shea and drawn by Ryan Mendoza. All right, so we're opening up, and we have this character, who, I'm just following along the issue here. We don't know who she is, but apparently she gives the recap. And previously, nothing happened here. Previously, this is only the first issue. Seriously, what did you expect? Cute. I like that. All right. So, Miskatonic High. The hell? Mike Shea is credited with words, and Ryan Mendoza with pictures. Cute. Okay. So we open up with what is clearly Abdul Al-Hazred, reading from what has to be the Necronomicon there in the background. And then the title of this issue, The City of Silence. He's going through his ritual, and then we have someone saying, this isn't happening. As what we would call in movies a prelap, where the voice is coming that doesn't belong in the scene, and then we cut to the next scene, and now we see whose voice that was. So how was your first day? Do you remember anyone? And there's we introduce all the characters here. I don't necessarily have to read all that, and they get an assignment. They aren't so. Mr. Walid, clearly Arabic name, makes you wonder if he's going to be connected to Abdul Al-Hazred. Interesting. But, and I believe, isn't Walid a name that Lovecraft himself used? If so, let me know. But they get an assignment to, for community service kind of thing, to go to this old lady's basement and help her move furniture. So there we go. There's the old lady. And, the teenagers are interacting. The woman with the pink hair is, big on social media or in Japan. So she's having a friend record her so she can send the message. Meanwhile, we have these two students, the know-it-all and the farm girl, are arguing over this mushroom that they discovered. Is it poisonous, or is it merely hallucinogenic? And then the room fills with mist. Awfully frightening. So, of course, we know where this is going. They go to, boom, the ancient city, apparently of Memphis, according to the notes, where, it's all kind of abandoned, and there's all these statues to the cat goddess, who I think from D&D was Bast, but I don't know, we'll see. So, they're there, and of course the students are trying to figure it out, how they got there, and the best explanation they come up with is that this is a mass shared hallucination. Makes sense, of course, but then there's that problem of, okay, well, it seems like a hallucination, but at the same time, also seems awfully real, right? Like, Uh, I love the artwork and the starscape and the ancient city. It really gives you a nice feel that, is missing when you're just reading Lovecraftian short stories. Just, actually seeing it helps with the visuals. So I like that. And then here we are, and they're kind of wandering around this lost city, but then we know pretty soon out is gonna come Abdul Al-Hazred and a tentacle monster. Come on, you have to have a tentacle monster, right? So there's the tentacle monster. He gathers them up and is about to start sacrificing folks. And after 1,300 years, I will now open the portal to the Elder One, Khalib Nargul. Okay, Simon, you wanted to be our president. Place that one on the altar and hold him steady. The blade of Chorus will flow his blood and wash him from this existence. I like that. Wash him from, because washing you associate with being clean, but being washed from existence. Ooh, that's a good turn of phrase, Mr. Shea. I like that one. So she's going to lead us out of here, and what they are ultimately say. But I do like this monster. This kind of monster that's composed entirely of tentacles, but it has a humanoid form when they're all together, with eyes and everything. And so they are. All right, how do they get out of this? Let's see. All right, so we got some chanting in whatever language that is, and oh no, good chunk. So, and now I will seep the red rose and force it to grant me immortality. Yeah, this is not the Gar of Alath. Something has gone wrong. Who? The Al-Azif. So, Golgoroth to me. So that apparently Golgoroth is the tentacle monster. And meanwhile, the cat is apparently Al-Azif. Real Lovecraftian scholars, let me know. Like, is this a reference to something else? I don't know. But the cat essentially rescues them. The cat, steals the knife and tells them the ritual they can do to get back to their own dimension. And so at the end of the episode, they are able to, reset and essentially walk out of that basement and go, oh, wow, I guess it was maybe just an illusion. But there was something cool I wanted to show you here. I will kind of skip to the end. And if it's set up as a serial, at the end of each one, they're going to end up, kind of back where they started. Fair enough. But this student, anyone who knows anything about the genus of fungi known as Cyclobe similans, I'm not going to say that, would recognize the science of mass hallucination. I'm sure you'll all agree. There's a rational explanation for all of this, but he's hiding behind his back the Necronomicon, which he brought back with him from the other dimension. Okay, so I thought this was pretty enjoyable. There is, again, a link for issue 2. I will put that down in the description. Meanwhile, I am going to be launching my own Kickstarter for White Lily issue 3 on May the 9th. It's about the 2 deadliest female combat pilots in history. In this episode, she gets shot down over Stalingrad, has to make her way back to safety, which, by the way, this was historically true. She was shot down over the course of her career, and she ends up, you'll just have to see. So there will also be a link for that. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Take care.